has taken on sponsorship of the End Racial Profiling Act in the Senate with a passion and commitment that is inspiring and greatly welcomed. Senator Cardin is a longtime champion of civil rights protections, and it is no surprise that he decided to champion this legislation. We're confident that with his leadership, the Senate will take action to move this bill forward. Thank you, Senator Cardin.
Margaret, first of all, let me thank you and the Rights Working Group for this report and the essays that are included in here. I really do commend everyone. Please take a look at it, read it. I think it speaks about the best of America. I also want to acknowledge Laura Murphy, who I know will be introduced. But the Murphy family has been a part of my city and my state, Baltimore and Maryland, for many, many years. Cardin family and Murphy family are very close, and I thank Laura for her continuing in the great tradition of her family to advance civil rights for all Americans. So thank you for being here. I just really want to make a brief comment about this week we commemorated the 10th anniversary of the attack against our country. First and foremost, we think of almost 3,000 people who were killed that day, September 11, 2001. No one was spared. The young, the old, children, parents, siblings, Christians, Jews, Muslims, Americans, and foreigners. People from over 50 nations were killed on that day. It was not an attack on one community. It was not an attack on one group. It was an attack on our way of life, on our basic freedoms, for what this nation believes in. And we cannot allow the events of 9/11 to demonize any one group. We cannot succumb to the temptation to scapegoat. And that's why racial profiling becomes such an important issue. It is against the basic fundamental principles of America, our basic liberties and our basic sense of justice. It is just flat wrong, and we cannot succumb to that type of activity. It also doesn't make any sense from a point of view of good law enforcement. It's sloppy. You don't get to the type of investigation that you need to keep our community safe. It's also wasteful as far as resources. Here we are getting into this national debate on how we're going to deal with our budget deficit, and racial profiling is a waste of resources that are very precious in trying to use to protect our community. So for all of those reasons, we need to stand tall and once and for all eliminate racial profiling. And I think when you read these essays, it underscores the urgency. We haven't done that yet in America. And that's why I will be shortly introducing legislation, the End Racial Profiling Act. I'm very pleased that Congressman Conyers and Congressman Nadler will be doing the same in the House of Representatives. So we're going to have a bicameral effort to end racial profiling. It ends racial profiling at the federal level, state level, local level. We want it to end. It defines racial profiling to include race, ethnicity, national origin, or religion. So it is comprehensive. We think we can get this legislation passed because this is what America stands for. It's very interesting, on the day after 9/11, 9/12, our nation came together. We really did. We showed unity like I haven't seen. Democrats and Republicans embraced each other. We stood together as one nation. I did what many members of Congress did. I was in the House of Representatives at the time. I visited a mosque and prayed. I visited a church and prayed. I visited a synagogue and prayed. We really came together as a nation. And we sort of lost that in the years following. It's time to get that unity back. And the place to start is to stand up for the basic principles of America. We don't want terrorists to win in harming us, whether it's physically or the principles of our nation. The best tribute to those who lost their life on 9/11 and those who have been working to protect America's freedom is to pass the End Racial Profiling Act, to stand up for American values. Thank you.